So here we go for the introduction of the next build, and without further ado, it is the Great Pyramid of Giza. The set number is Lego 21058 and it is a cloned set of Lego, so it's not the actual Lego as in the box itself. And if anybody's wondering, well, why, Kev, are you doing cloned Lego even? It's all down to price. I got this set for around about 25 English pounds, and I think it was about a £5 or £6 postage. So I got all the set, everything, for £30. For a set that I'll probably display for a short while and then just take down and maybe even use the parts later. I can't justify the cost of paying whatever Lego had got it on sale for. So without further ado, this is what we're going to be building. So this is the Lego set that I'll be building. These are the Lego digital plans, and I just wanted to give you a shot of what their box would have come in. The actual packaging was just a normal bag like they usually do, wrapped up, and that's fine. They've split the bags up in a funny way, which I'll come to in a minute, but first we'll go to instructions. So here we go with the instructions, and you can see, I think straight off the bat, it's flimsy, it's paper, it's been roughed up in the bag just to get it in the bag. Not very good in that aspect. Plain black background, as you can see. If you were going into instructions, I don't think they're that bad. They condense the plans down. I'm going to build it off PDF anyway, as it should be an exact clone. I don't think there's any stickers in this set. We'll find out that later. There's none in the manual anyway. And with that, I'll show you what we've got. So this set came in 3 massive bags like this all together. If you look, and you can just about see, this one is bags 1, 2 and 3. In the second bag it's 4 and 5, and then in the final bag it's 6, 7 and 8. Now, I know by doing something similar to this quite a while ago that sometimes all the pieces aren't where they're supposed to be. So if there's missing pieces, which there's a possibility, they're not going to be missing, they're going to be in the other bags. So you may have to open all the bags. But we'll try first, see how we go, and I'll let everybody know. Let me have a look. So there you can see, sorry if there's a bit of flicker on the screen. This is the actual Lego set itself and the things. It's an 18+ set. It's got 1,476 pieces, and the set number was 21058. Now remember, this is a clown set, so that is not the number. You can buy it now for, I believe, 120 English pounds, and I don't know whether you get free postage with that or not. So you've got £120 versus £30, that's with postage. Now again, I don't know what the quality is going to be like. Are we going to build and we're going to find, and then I know there'll be criticisms with people saying you shouldn't be building a clone set. My answer to that is you're totally right. I totally agree with all of you, but Lego need to bring those prices down, because I'm not the only one doing it. There's a lot of big builders on the YouTube channel that are doing it, a lot of the big users. So just check it out yourself, don't have a pop at me. Anyway, let's get on to it. We're going to start to get in to bags 1, 2 and 3 and let's see. Let's start the build. So with all the stuff out the bag, this is what your clown set looks like. It's 10 bags, I've actually counted them. You get loose 1 by whatever it is, 12s or 14s, a white plate, and you've got some 2 by 14s I think, blue, black, that bronzy colour and the cream. We're going to get in now and then I'll show you a proper what's in the bags in a minute. So we're going to start now with what's in bags 1, 2 and 3, and remember it was a combined big bag, so in theory this is what you should have in your set for Lego bags 1, 2 and 3 if you're doing it properly. Lovely light blue there for the seat, which is good. I'm glad they haven't done anything bad with that. Plenty of grey, plenty of whites, and then we got that beige colour, and then this, I don't know what you call this sort of tanny colour. We got loads and loads of like 2 by 14s there, look at that. You know, we've got some long 1 by 14s or 16s, whichever they are. I've not actually counted the struts if I'm honest. Not that I'm idle. It took me quite a while to sort these pieces. Light blue, red, dark greens, and I will say we've got one hell of a lot of 8 by 6s. There's well over 10. Some nice little plates in there, and white to finish off. Sorry for past cam. So here we are with the plans, and of course we're going to be doing bags 1, 2, 3 and 4 first, which is the base plate, which is great. Let's just say here, remembering we will go into steps, so I'll review every step as I build. And on the table, as far as bricks goes, we've got bags 1, 2 and 3 open because that's how it was sent in this set. So with further ado, let's get on with the build. So here we are with the completion of stage 1, bag 1 as would be by Lego. First thing I'm going to note is we do have a missing piece, but it could be in the next bags 4, 5 and 6, so there's no panic there. What I've done for now is I've substituted it for this grey tile. Nothing else goes on top, so there's no worries in that way. And what it is, I will show you on the flickery telly. It is that printed tile piece at the bottom. But remember, this is a clone set, so that might just be one of them things. So we started at the back. We built this part here, put the tiles across, and then slowly but surely came down both sides. And then it was just a matter of getting to the end, plating across, trying to go nice and steady, and then once you have your structure in place, then you can start to build your infrastructure of what you're going to build on. I mean, I'm going to guess again, and I am only guessing here, I think that that will be the pyramid area. This will be the front, the boats and everything else. Let's talk about the brick quality for a minute. Absolutely no problems at all. Clutch strength is there. I mean, I can't fault that. Colours, I can't see much difference myself. I don't know if you can see in this light. That's the green. I mean, it's always a little bit lighter on the PDFs, but I think, to me, I think that there's nothing wrong with it, in my opinion anyway. No problems with that. Everything's been pretty flat as such at the moment. No problems with any bending or anything like that, like I say. And all in all, a really, really enjoyable first build. And I think, to be honest, after the sort, which, you know, it's a little bit long because it's 3 bags instead of 1. Nothing else bad, nothing else, anything to say at all, really. And we're looking forward to the next segment. If you like what I'm doing so far, please give me a thumbs up, click on that button, drop a comment in the box what you think of the set, how you think it looks, if you think the quality of the look of the set looks as good or not as good in your opinion. And if you want to follow us on this journey as we slowly build up the Great Pyramid of Giza, click on that subscribe button. I will add on the plans, it does say at the end of this section, and I'm reading from the television screen, it says the sides of the pyramid's base are closely aligned to the 4 geographic directions of north, south, east and west. So there's a tad bit of information for you. And with that, you should know what I'm going to say now. My name is Kev. I am Square Ghost. And I'll see you all on the flip side. So we're about to start on section 2, bag 2 of the Great Pyramid. And these are the parts, the bricks and things that are left after we fix together part 1. We also have, and with that, on with the build. Just worthy of note, it actually says on the plans, rolling sand dunes of the nearby desert are placed at the edge of the otherwise lush model scene. So these are sand dunes, and it is mirrored the other side. Off we go. So we've just now made a little chute or walkway that will be fitted into the pyramid, or the axis, I believe, of the pyramid. So here we are with the completion of bag 2, section 2. Very, very pleased to say no missing parts. And the first thing that I'm going to start off with is this. Yes, there it is, the printed tile. Excuse me, shaky movie. There is another one as well. They were in the bottom of the bag. So, who's an idiot, Kev? Yes, I am. So, where did we go this time? Well, we built up at the back. We then, out of the light, did some more plating down here. All the colours. Very, very nice. The dark greens. Added the blues, some angles, same again this side, more or less a mirror image here but not down here, colours are different here. And then, like I say, we did the back wall up, and then I'll just move around nicely. The sand dunes that I showed you earlier, they look really, really good in my opinion. And then we began to plate down here first. Those were really tight fitting, pop, 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 pop when they went in, no problems. After that we did this white trestle with the gap all the way in, sorry for my shadow there. And then to finish off we did this, as I showed you. It is on a stud that makes it move up and down, so maybe that will be for the stones they was pushing or whatever, I don't know, some sort of fulcrum anyway. Lovely little build, very, very enjoyable. Plans absolutely amazing. nothing to fault so far, absolutely nothing. Clutch power of the bricks, brilliant. Colours, brilliant. So I'm really looking forward now to bag 3, section 3. If you like what I'm doing so far, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment in the box if you want to on what I'm doing, on what you think of the build, what you think of the look of the build with it being a clone set. Can you spot any differences? Anybody who's built it properly out of Lego? And don't forget to give me hit that subscribe button if you want to follow us on this journey of completing the Great Pyramid, and then of course anything else that will come later, some nice original sets coming soon. My name's Kev, I am Square Ghost, and I'll see you all on the flip side. So here we have the remaining pieces that should be everything for bag 4, everything being great so far. So we've got some blue tile here, that will be for the water. Then we've got some white, and a little bit of that tanny colour, that sandy colour. Then we've got that funny, I don't know what you want to call that colour, bronze or whatever, I don't know what that colour is. Sort of light brown really, but I don't know. And then we have some bits of small stuff, some grass, some bits of green flower, and then over the top we've got that lot. So that's that. Let's get on with the build. So we've just downloaded the Nile foundation, if you can look at that on the top, and there's a bit of reading to say on here that I thought I would read out to you all just to get a bit more background. And it basically says different colours of plates are used to give depth to the river, and I do think you can see the depth of the river. Very, very good. So we've just made 3 of these, and I'm just wondering whether they are like little wolves or dogs or little mini sphinxes. I don't know. Nice little build, just a little thing, but I just thought I'd show you them up close before they're mounted to the board. Again, I'm just showing you as it is. I think we're making up another little dune area, although I think it will be covered later. We've got these other pieces to fit on, and I think it'll give it that wavy line sand dune effect. And there you go. As I said, I hope you can see in the light, you've got that layer, up layer, up layer again, creating that sand dune effect. Very, very nice. So here we are with the conclusion and finish of section 3, bag 3 as would be, and what an absolute joy. No problems again, absolutely no missing pieces. It is spot on, no extras, no missing, to the brick. As I said earlier on in the thingy, we found the spares of that. The one says the Great Pyramid of Giza. The other one, if I can get out the light, is the Egyptian hieroglyph, same. So, where did we start with this build? I'll tell you. We started off really by underlayering everything, and then the blue, light blues, the sea coloured colours, 1x4s, 1x2, 1x1. They were like plates. And then there's couple of 1x2s that were studied, all light blue, creating the river effect with the stones underneath. I'm using the word stones, bricks underneath, to add that different colour variation, that depth of if you're looking in a river. And I must admit, I think it is very, very good. We added the little lily pads, and I'm sure things go on top of there after. And then we started to build up this green layer, like a green bank, on both sides. And then we started to do more sand dunes, and then we did the big sand dune which I did show out, and I had a feeling that something would be built on it. I'll come to that in a moment. Before that, we did the 3 Egyptian, I don't know if they're dogs, little sphinxes, whatever you want to call them. I think that's a nice little build, and they look really good actually for a miniature of the pyramid. Absolutely brilliant. And then we did these mini builds of these like funny L shapes, the blocks, and then the bigger blocks. Now if anything goes on top of here after, I don't know. They might just be houses for decoration for where the workers was when they built the pyramids. But I must admit, if you just look at that for what it is, like I say, for the money I paid, I know I'm repeating myself, you can't beat that. For 25 quid, 30 with postage, unbelievable. If you like what I'm doing, please give us a thumbs up and drop us a comment in the box. And if you want to follow us on this journey, see the conclusion of the Great Tower, can we build it? When I say tower, I do mean pyramid, of course. Let's see if we can get it off the ground, see if we can learn some secrets. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button. My name's Kev, I am Square Ghost, and I'll see you all on the flip side. So here we have the start to section 4, bag 4, and it comes in a bag with bag 5 as well, so bags 4 and 5 as you can see. So let's open the bag and see what it's like. So as you can see, we just got in, and there's 8 bags. We've got some plates and a 1x14 or 2x14 or 2x16. Start at the front. We've got some small stuff, get slightly bigger, 1x4s, big blocks. There's your plates, there's your 2x16 or whatever it is. Big stuff, kept the big stuff at the back, and that's your lot. So let's get sorting out before we start the build. So here we are with our contents of bags 4 and 5. Let's get the little stuff on the tray. We've got plenty of greenery, some darker green, some of that beigey green, whatever you want to call it, olive green, lighter greens, some brown grills, got some black, some grey, a blue bendy stutter thing there, some blacks, nice shiny pyramid top there, woohoo! Then we've got loads of plates, some grey, some white, the usual sandy colour, and then we go to the tray with the odds and doo-doos, which is black, white, sandy colour, and that whatever colour brown you want to call it. And with that, sorry for fast cam, let's get on with the build. So we start this section off by building the main entrance to the pyramid. There we go. So we make our next little mini pyramid, but can you spot the error? We are 2 bricks missing. Yeah, one of these and one of the, actually it's the same brick, it's just an angled brick and then you turn it to how you want it. So I've got 6 and I'm supposed to have 8. So again, will they be in the other bags? We'll have to wait and see. And I have looked in the big bag just to make sure, like I did with the labels, but like I say, let's check the other bags before we go. Well, that is the completion of part 4, bag 4, and there's not a lot really to take you through, but I'll look. We basically put little parts on, little studs on and on and on. Don't mistake that for the flowers. I'm on about the little parts are underneath. One stud circles, dark greens, and the funny green, whatever green you want to call that. Added the plants, added the little blocks. I will add straight away, we do have another missing part, and it is that white one there. It is supposed to be dark green. I haven't got one in the spares, that's all I've got. That's the only one I've got actually with a hole in, believe me or believe me not, to put the tree in. So again, we'll have a look in the other bags and see what happens. If not, I'll try and replace that for a bit of colour because it does stand out. But other than that, okay. So our pyramids as well, you know, we've got the 2 stones missing. We're waiting for the other, sorry for the shadow, we're waiting for the other bag to be open, which won't be till after the other one we've got next, which is bag 5. And then we finally, after we put all our trees on and our flowers and our lily pads and stuff like that, we finally, very, very finally, did this build of whatever it is, the entrance, grand entrance or what. We have a little man statue, if you can look, the pillars that would be lovely zigzaggy things, whatever they are, usually for gears, isn't they, for moving things across left and right, but this is obviously for decoration. But yeah, looking absolutely fabulous. So apart from the 3 missing parts, which I am going to assume, I think they're going to be in the other bag when I open it, we'll find out. No problems at all. Clutch player is great. How this back section fits in as well is there's a beautiful little slot that it has to fit in, and it clicks down both sides. Lovely size, lovely fitting. I'm assuming exactly the same as the proper Lego version. Exactly the same here. Definitely no problem with bricks here. The clutch power, the bricks are lovely. I'd say they're slightly lighter than Lego. I think I've heard a lot of people say this. But other than that, there's nothing wrong with them. The colours are great. Clutch power is great. I take my hat off to whoever the company is, and if they can do them for this price, I have no reason to see why Lego can't do theirs for that price either. If you like what I'm doing, guys, please give us a thumbs up, hit that thumbs up button, and drop us a comment in the box what you think of the set, what you think of it in comparison to the proper Lego set. Does it look different? You know, how to boo is it? What about Lego prices? Do we want to comment about Lego prices? I love Lego, but I think it's way too expensive. And if you want to follow us on the continuation of this journey of us building up the Great Tower of Giza, and I believe pyramid construction starts in the next bag, click on that subscribe button. And like I said, as I always say, we've got some lovely mocks, some lovely Lego, some lovely other companies with some great builds to come in the future. I don't think anybody will be disappointed. My name is Kev. I am Square Ghost, and I'll see you all on the flip side. Right, so we're about to start part 5, and this is the contents that we've got left. I'm going a little bit quickly. I do apologise for that. I just don't want to spend too much time. That's all we've got. Exclude flickering telly, and that is what we are trying to get to. I apologise for the flicker. Off we go. So we've started to build the inside frame of the pyramid from the ground up, and I just thought I'd read the text what was on the actual build plans, and it said, the largest of these blocks that were used to construct the Great Pyramid weighed up to 80 metric tons. That's 88.1 tons. So just think, and you had people somehow moving those gigantic weights with no machinery as far as we know. Your guess is as good as mine. On we go. So we've just made another base plate, and it just one level more or less to just fit on here. Then put the 6 by 10s, is it? 6 by 12, whatever, plates, anyway, 4 plates, done and dusted. Now we can start to build the construction. So this is the first thing that I really don't like. When you're pushing these down here, there's no actual nothing underneath, so when you press, the tiles bend. The same happens here and here, so there's nothing under this plate neither. They obviously don't think it's needed, and obviously these I think are just decoration bricks, but it's flimsy in that part. Not flimsy as it comes apart, that's the wrong word, but flimsy as in you can press the plates down. There you go. So just to point out, we've built up another row, as well as adding the intricate insides. I will say here, my first bit of a clutch problem. That little corner there where I'm pointing does not exactly lie flat. It is down enough, if I'm honest. It's flat. The bricks are on top, there's nothing leaning, but there is that little bit of a gap. Right, so let's see what the insides look like. So there you see we built up this piece here. Can you just about see the grills? Just about, maybe? Yeah, you can. It's one of them movable pieces, but why you want to move it for, I don't know. I think it's just to keep it in place. Fits on a 2x2 tile, just with the stud in the middle just to hold. Now we're going to build around it, and I think we're just going to, eventually we're going to cover it, so I wanted to show you. So I'm just continuing the build. We've done another level. I just wanted to show you the level and another insides, and we're about to build up, I believe. So there you go. So we've just built up this little intricate sort of plank with grills, and then we built up this little section here, which I hope you can see in the lights. Yeah, there you go, it's better. Where you can see the rocker plates, as I call them, and they're going to fit on there and there. You can just about see them in the shadow, I hope. And then it slides down as if they're pushing up, I think. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. So here is the conclusion of bag number 5. And we basically continued the build up, and put an undercarriage in, as I showed you in the last videos. Then this one fitted on top. It did click in, as I showed you it would do, round about there and there, and just sits in there nicely. We then finished off with other layers going round and round. You can just about see that raised section there. Can't get that to press down. I have used the mulching hammer. I have pressed and pressed and pressed. So I'm again thinking, here we go, clown set. Is it something to do with the bricks? Is there a slight alignment, even 0.5 millimetre, whatever? But it's down enough not to cause any problems, as you can see. And I'm not going to moan about it, as they say, spilt milk. Turning round, you can see the little crack in the back of the building, and I'm guessing this is how Howard Carter and the people got into the tomb when it was discovered way back when, you know. And it does look, you know, quite good, doesn't it? Whether that's the sarcophagus of Tutankhamun, probably. I don't know, but as you can see, it looks nice. It's okay. It's in one piece, and I'm quite pleased with how the build's gone. It's gone together fairly quickly, and as I say, apart from that one bit where the bricks are at the end, no other problems whatsoever. No missing pieces for this section, and I'll be interested to get into the other bags now and see if we can find any for round single piece that was in the previous section that was missing, as long as as well as the other two pieces for the pyramid, smaller pyramid pieces. If you like what I'm doing, please give us a thumbs up, give us a like, drop us a comment down in the box, tell us what you think, tell us what you think about how the build's going, tell us what you think about the quality of the grips, tell us about what you think of the slight gap and what it could be. Is it my fault? Like I say, I don't think it is. I've hammered everything down to the best of my ability, but like I say, I'm learning all the time. And if you do want to see us get to the conclusion of this build in another 3 bags time, if you want to see the half a pyramid, which is what it turns out to be, completed, as well as the River Nile and, you know, the part behind, around, I should say around it, the pretty part, click that subscribe button to follow us. And as I keep saying, there's loads of great things coming up in the future that I'm sure there'll be something for everybody. And with that, you know, my name is Kev. You should all know that by now. I am Square Ghost, and I'll see you all on the flip side. So here we are with the final big bag, and this is what it is. And as you can see, as I was trying to tell you earlier, it says 6, 7 and 8 is very faded. So without further ado, let's get into this bag, see how many bags we've got, and away we go. So we have 8 bags, which isn't so bad. We've got some, I mean, it's a lot of really big bricks for the building. There's the whites for the pyramid, the white slopes. So I'm doing this quite quickly because I don't want to hang about. And also, excuse the fast cam, we have one of those for something, so that should be interesting. Right, let's open the bags and see what we've got. So here we go with the full bag 6, 7 and 8, everything out, and there's not as many bricks as you'd think. I think they're all chunky pieces mainly, so once the pyramid construction starts we'll be away. But we've got that sand colour at the back, you can see. Those are all our little bits really. There is little bits in the other tray. Back to the sandy colours. Look at those slopes for the pyramid. Whoa! To the tray. Nice little top of the pyramid again there, if my finger can get in. I love the look of that. Bits of red again, look at that. And finally we have these. And that's what we actually build the white bricks to for the pyramid shape. A little bit of black. And there you have it. So with that, let's get on with the build. So very quickly, we've just built up the last row really up, and then we've built this piece here. Nice thing here, you can see this, like the curve, and then it's like a mini railing, if you like. The actual piece fits on with the two what I call hook pieces. So when this piece, it actually fits in, which is that and there, it doesn't actually connect to nothing at the bottom, it just clicks to the little grey railing piece, which I thought was very nice. So now let's hope this fits into place and we'll see how it goes. So we had a little bit of jiggery pokery, just pushing it down. It stuck about that far down both sides, but with a little wiggle it soon went down, pressed and connected on the back row studs. I think it's in there now, it's safe, it's solid, and it looks super duper. Onward and upward. So here we are with the conclusion of bag 6. We built up the lower sections as I showed you earlier. We put in this lovely piece here that slotted in with a bit of a wriggle, which was really good. Loved that, love how it looks. No problem with the bricks whatsoever. We then, first of all, put some little brown pieces in, and then started the decorative work of these little flats. Just one stood there, 1x2s, and it went all the way down to the bottom. Sorry for the fast turn. You can see there all the decoration, it goes all the way to the top. Same with this side. We then did the decoration here of this, whatever those little, whether they're for torches or what, I don't know. And then that piece there, and then we finally added the piece of rope here, which I thought was going to be too long. Little did I know, you turn that 3 turns and it tightens it up, not too tight but just enough to make it look like tension. Absolutely amazing. Great build, no missing pieces, love it. Looking forward now to the next bag. There is a little piece of instruction, or you know, to tell you about the pyramid at the end of this section, and it basically says the base of the pyramid is about 230.3 meters. That's 755.6 feet on each side, which gives a volume of approximately 2.6 cubic meters, or 92 million cubic feet. So we now have the task, if you want to call it that, of putting the part that we've just created, the infrastructure of the pyramid, the white walls, I think we'll build to with the other plates, to the gaping big hole. So wish me luck, and I will be back hopefully with good news. So what I've actually found is it's a little bit tight. You get the 3 sides in, and then one is roughly, again, about 1 millimeter out. What I've done is took the side little plate here out here, the same this side. I intend to then fit it in place, and I think it'll be easier to put them 2 plates back again after. Let's hope I come back with good news. So the good news is we've got it in. It's down as tight as I can get it. There is a little bit of a gap, if you can see that, but that's fine by me. It's in place, it's not going to fall out. It's down on all sides. Sorry for fast turning. So I'm really pleased about that. I think there might have been some push up, and you can see, look at that, the whole lot needs pushing down. Hang on. Right, I'm back, and I've pushed everything a little bit closer. I think the real problem is underneath here, as I said, there's more or less a hole. It's not been plated enough to support the push down again, like I always say. You can get your hand under in areas, but not all the areas. So you press one goes up, one, you go back, you move it, one goes down. That's going to be enough to build on. I'm pretty sure of that. You know, once the white's on, it's going to be fine, and it's going to be an okay build. So as you would say in the world of care, panic over. And it's looking pretty good, so I'm looking forward to the next step. And with that, I will just say, if you like what I'm doing, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to drop a comment in the box what you think about the set, how you think I'm doing with the build. What do you think of this set as a clone set, as I say, and not actual Lego? No problems from my side. And if you want to continue to see us build this to its conclusion and onward, please click on that subscribe button. As you know by now, my name is Kev. I am Square Ghost, and I'll see you all on the flip side. So we're moving now on to section 7, bag 7, and these are the parts that we've got left. Not very many small stuff, as you can see, that lovely sand colour, and then we get on to some white building of the pyramid sides. Those pieces there are what the higher white pieces I think clutch to build to, so we'll all wait and see. Wish me luck on the build. Here we go. So we are ready for some white brick, and as you can see those grey frames are on. It did say that they were used for stairs in older Lego sets, which you can tell. Two pieces combined there, others are singles joined together with the L pieces, but it's looking good, and I just thought I'd show you. And let's get some white on. So here we are with the conclusion of bag number 7. And as I said, once we've done that frame and we put the things in, as I'll turn it round in a minute, it was about building the white wall of the pyramid brick by brick by brick. And as you can see, it's gone together quite okay. Here is your foundation that you can now see, I hope, with the lighting. You can see how the wall builds up. Interesting thing is that the bottom actual studs don't actually clip on to anything. They just slide in front of the studs, which I found interesting. Although that obviously they do connect at the top, so there's no movement. But that was an interesting technique. I will say, and as you know, I call it as I call it. Again, I don't know whether this is because it's not Lego and fake bricks, or whether it's like it's in the real set. It would be nice to have know somebody who's built the set. So it's about clutch power and the actual lining up of bricks, and everything's not too bad, but can you just see there you go, that's a better shot. Now what do you call that? I don't know, it's less than a millimetre, but nevertheless it's there, and you can't push that down, it won't move. And I've got that on quite a few places in this set, but in saying that, it's still down, it's still solid. Again, I can't fault it. And there you go now. So there you can actually see the foundation of the underside of the proper pyramid, the outside brickwork. So this is the inside that you're building to, so to speak. And it's flush, it's square, there's nothing bad. As I say, just the minute little gaps which we can't do a lot about. So sorry for shadow and a little bit of shaky cam, but like I say, it's been an enjoyable build. If you like what I'm doing, if you're enjoying this build with me, please give me a thumbs up. Don't be forgetting to comment in the box. And as I always say, if you want to follow us on this journey, if you want to see the actual last bag, which is the next one of this build, which will be bag 8, click on that subscribe button. You should all know me by now. My name is Kev. I am Square Ghost, and I'll see you all on the flip side. So here we go, ready for the final bag, bag 8, and these are the bricks we've got left. So we've got that bit of sand colour, just 3 bits of small, a little bit of sand there, mainly white again for more pyramid building, so I'll get ready for more pyramid building. Got a little bit of red, some of that bronzy colour, grey again for the pyramid building, and we've got 1, 2, 3 or 4 I think of those for our next set of white blocks. And with that, we're going to get on with the build. So it's done. Part 8 is, well, the pyramid build, there's still a little bit to do, it's not exactly finished yet, but the actual pyramid is done and it's not been good. I'm going to be totally honest here, as you know I always am here in Square Ghost, me Kev. the bricks do not line up correctly, and no matter what you do, where you give, where you take, somewhere else goes. And you can see, look at that entire, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 lines there. Everything else, when I come round to this build, there's that side again, look, pressed down. It's come away there. Dare not press it down because the whole thing will fall apart. Same again there. There's something not quite right with the bricks, with the alignment of whether they're a millimetre too big, too small, or even, let's say, less than that, say a quarter of a millimetre. It doesn't matter. Something isn't right. But take hope, as they say, as I say, it's up. I hope it slips on and it looks alright. If not, it's one of them things I've got to live with. So I'm going to place it now. Well, for me, I'm going to take that as a win, 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 win. Little bit of wiggle, but it's on. Okay, you can see it's a bit battered, but I'm not going to bound at that. I'm going to do whatever I've got to do to finish this set off, and let's see where we go. So that is the completion of section 8, bag 8, and it is done. Yeah, it has a few cracks. I'll quickly talk you through what else we've added since. As you know, it went on. We set up the big staff here. Then we added a boat here and a boat here. And that is like the full end shot of bag 8. I mean, the thing to talk about most in this is that. And there's nothing you can do, or nothing, I'll rephrase that. There's nothing I can do about it, and it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward, I hope somebody does bother to comment about the Lego set and if it goes together flawlessly, without no problems. Because if it does, again, brilliant, but it proves to me that it's this set and these bricks, and that's why it's called a cloned set. You have to take these things into consideration, and that's exactly what I've done. But it's on, it's in one piece. Bag 8 is done. The build is complete, and I'm very, very pleased. If you like what I've done, if you think it's a pile of poo, put some comments down in the box. Tell me what a terrible builder I am, although I really don't think I have, because I've disassembled and tried to assemble again. I do think it's the bricks. If anybody does like what I've done, please give me a thumbs up. You know, hit that thumbs up button, that like button, which would be nice. And if you want to follow us on this continuing journey, please press that subscribe button. I don't know what the set is yet. It could be a brickhead. That's all I'm saying as we edge closer to Halloween. Right, with that, you know what I'm going to say. I'm not going to stand here. We've got the review to come later. My name's Kev. I am Square Ghost. I'll see you all on the flip side. So here we go. It's time for the review of the Great Pyramid of Giza. It's the Lego clone, and here we go with what I think will be a pretty informative review. We started with the base. As you know, we built it up first before there was anything pretty. No problems at all. I thought that the lovely printed tile was missing. Oh no, it wasn't. It was in the bag. Kev had not looked in the bag. Right, idiot. Sorry for fast cam. The other spare part did come. Sorry for shadow, but it just says the Great Pyramid of Giza. So everything was done. Then we started to build up the gardens, the dunes, and that's when we had our first proper missing parts. And I'm doing it this way purposely to show you where the missing parts are, and there you get a better view. So we had two of these stones missing, unfortunately. I'll put them towards the back so you can't see them very well. I shall only display this set for a short time before I break it up for pieces, and even then I don't know whether the pieces are worth keeping, because it's not structurally sound in my opinion. But anyway, we'll move past that. So we managed to get them together. The little dogs was a nice little thing, if that's what they are, to do. I loved that. We built the grand temple entrance, which was good, and then we started to do the gardens with the trees, the little blocks, you know, and then of course, forget the boats a minute, and then we started to do the water with the stones underneath that gave the water a bit of depth. Absolutely brilliant, no problems with that at all. We then started to build the base of the pyramid. Here it is. You build it separately before you add it, and it's better if you look from this side. So it starts there, and you can see the two studs, by the way. It does say in the book, if you want to buy two sets, you can do a mirror image and then basically connect them by two sets either side. If you was going to do it, I'd say, for God's sake, please buy Lego, otherwise you're going to have the same problems that I've got. That's if it's my problems, but I think it is. If you look at that shot there, I think it says it all. You start to build up. There's the lovely chamber, like with the sarcophagus and things like that, which are absolutely brilliant, wonderful details. And we go up and up and up and up, and we had no trouble at first building that section. I mean, it was okay. It was only when we started to add the white pyramid walls that we began to get trouble. Now, I'm going to say again here, zoom in, Kev. If you look, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 levels where there's no real trouble. There's a slight, very, very slight unevenness there, but nothing really to shout and scream about. So we carried on building, and then that's when I had my total. It was more like a mini collapse on this end at first. So I deconstructed, as I do, and we rebuilt again. I mean, that's just how it fits in. So like, if you can imagine, that's a cover of that. So they're not actually connected as such. But I don't think it measures up correctly. I don't think the bricks are absolutely spot on, as I've said, and I think that's the reason. The second time I built it up, it was a bit easier. I tried to push the stuff from both sides inside, and as you can see, at least I managed to get it together without falling apart, which I was really, really chuffed with. I will zoom in here now and just show you the dunes, as they call them. I thought that was very nice, and they did another dune patch here, but you can't see it because of the jungle and whatever, even though there ain't no jungle in Egypt. Then there was the slight matter of, obviously you build this up on the outside, then you have to put it over and put it over to get your cover. Bit of wriggle, managed to get it on, but can't say I'm impressed at all, really. No, very, very disappointed. Anyway, after that, like I say, we came down. We finished off with the great big pole there. We did the 2 boats. If I've missed anything else, I apologise, but it'll be in the other videos. Obviously, I said about the great chamber. There's a statue here of some deity who I've got no idea who he is. the flowers and everything there. I had one piece missing there. You can see the white stuck thing there because I had no other colour, so it was use that or not put it in at all. Maybe it would have been better if I didn't put it in, but anyway. Well, so would I buy this clone set again? And the answer is quite simple. No, I wouldn't. But in saying that, being totally honest and truthful, like I said, I paid 20 English pounds for the set. £20, and I've got a feeling it was about £8 postage if I remember right, so it came well under £30. To buy this from Lego at the present moment, it is £119.99, and I don't think shipping's included because you have to pay over a certain amount to get free shipping. Now, the Lego freaks out there are going to say, well, the Lego version is absolutely perfect, there's nothing wrong with it, it's gonna, and it probably does. That's why I want people to comment in the comment section. But you can see, I hope, from me saying, if you can afford to buy the proper set, then fair enough, go out and buy it. I'm not knocking you for that. But for other people out there who are finding it hard to get ends to meet, you've got your bills to pay, food, might have family, you're going to go for these clone sets, even though they're doing their best to ban them, as we all know right now. But I, for one, think it's okay. I would give this set out of 10, and I'm using your scale, not mine, because I mark very, very harshly. I would probably give it a 6. On my scale, it would barely be a 3. That's how harsh I mark, and I've never given over an 8. That's just to say. So a 3 ain't as bad as you think on my 8 scale. And really that's just because of the lost pieces, 3 lost pieces, and the definite unevenness of bricks, and it definitely is that. I can't actually show you now, but the actual frame that the bricks build to is pretty flexible, and there's nothing really that holds them apart. So maybe that frame isn't at the right angle that it should be, hence the bricks don't fit together right, in which case it wouldn't be the bricks, it would be the frame. But that's just me thinking. That's a dangerous thing, that Kevin, you thinking. But like I say, there you go, there you have it. That's the review. My opinion is, don't buy the clown sets. I don't think it's even worth the £20, because if you wanted to display it full time, all the time, I wouldn't like people seeing those cracks. So totally up to you guys. With that, if you like what I've done, please give me a thumbs up, drop some lines in the comments. I'm looking forward to comments, and I want to hear what people are going to say. It's the proper set. I want to hear what people have got to say about and how it comes together correctly. Did they have any problems? You tell me. I'm waiting to know, because this is a set that I really, really wanted to build. I mean, it's just that with money, as I say, there was more important sets that I wanted to buy, proper Lego, than this one. And that's why I bought the cloud set, because I wanted to build it. Anyway, with that, like I say, I'm gonna go now. Please press that subscribe button if you want to follow us on this journey. I think it's a brickhead next, although I'm not 100% sure. We're coming up to Halloween in the next 7-ish days, 8 days. I don't know with the calendar, I must admit. As I'm filming this, I haven't got no idea. But there you go. I hope you've enjoyed the build. I hope you've enjoyed my review. And with that, you know what I'm going to say. My name is Kev. I am Square Ghost. And I will see you all on the flip side.